Happening right now in South Carolina, abortions could become even more restrictive in the Palmetto State. A special committee is meeting as we speak, and they're considering a full ban on abortions. You're taking a live look at one of those committee hearings right now. Lawmakers have been in this meeting since about noon today. Now, this committee was formed in the State House of Representatives and was created specifically for abortion just days after the landmark Supreme Court ruling on Dobbs versus Jackson that was handed down that essentially overturned Roe versus Wade.
And today's discussion comes days after a judge ruled for the state's fetal heartbeat bill to go into effect. So right now that means abortions in South Carolina are illegal after 6 weeks.
Our Capitol reporter Jason Raven was at that meeting and has more details on what's next for abortion rights in South Carolina.
Now, the House Ad Hoc Committee says the purpose of Thursday's meeting was to hear from the public. Now, hundreds of people signed up to speak, some even arriving around 6 a.m. this morning, they said. For hours Thursday afternoon, anti-abortion and abortion rights advocates made their voices heard. For the first couple of hours, the majority of speakers said they were religious leaders or with pregnancy centers. Now, most who spoke with lawmakers Thursday said their religion says life begins at conception, and they say they would like to see a total abortion ban with no exceptions in South Carolina.
I would like to ask all of you to please, please, please advocate for the unborn, as they don't have a voice to advocate for themselves. And I would also like to advocate for women who are told that they have no other choice because of where they're at.
Now, those advocating for more access to abortion told lawmakers a total ban infringes on a woman's right, and it won't be the end of abortions in South Carolina, just the end of safe abortions.
I ask that you stop these bans, give the individual the right to decide what they want to do with their life and their body. Because ultimately, if we do not have a right to bodily autonomy, we do not have a right to anything else in this life.
Right now, it's unclear at this time what restrictions lawmakers on the committee will consider and if there will be any exceptions included in the legislation. In Columbia, I'm Jason Raven.
Jason, thank you for that update. Once the Supreme Court ruled on Roe v. Wade, abortion became illegal in 10 states in almost all cases unless necessary to save the life of that pregnant person. Some of the laws were even challenged in courts recently, like Florida's 15-week abortion ban and Utah's total abortion ban.